This video is specifically made for console players. So you've been playing Rainbow Six Siege for a while, and you're probably wondering, how do I get better? Well, you came to the right place, friend. There are many different ways to improve in this game, but I am going to be going over the best ways to improve in this game. Before I get into the best ways to improve in Rainbow Six, I have to say, Rainbow Six is not an easy game to improve in, but with hard work and a lot of time spent playing the game, you can improve to be one of the best. My first piece of advice will yield the most results, but it is the hardest and the most time consuming. If you want to get good at Rainbow Six Siege, you have to know every single thing about the game. Now, the things I'm talking about in Rainbow Six Siege are things like the mechanics of the game, the map, the callouts for those maps, common defense strats, common offense strats, uncommon ones even, ones that are people do rarely but you're still prepared for them. You need to know the recoil control for the common guns that you use. You need to know pixel peaks, and you just need to know so many things. But the question remains, how do you figure out these things? And I'm going to be discussing that now. To know all these things and more, you need to eat, sleep, and breathe Rainbow Six Siege. Now, I don't only mean playing the game a lot more, I mean also watching players who are more skilled than you are, because if you are watching this video right now, that means you are not the most skilled player out there. So that means you need to watch players who are more skilled than you are, and there are a variety of ways to do that, and I'll be talking about that now. There are 3 different ways to do this, and the first one I'm going to be talking about is watching the Pro League, or the professional esports of Rainbow Six Siege. I'll be leaving a link down in the description to their channel, but I love watching them play because it helps me improve so much. I've only watched a few games of it all the way through, and I've already improved so much by watching what they do, and it makes me do the same thing in the game, and they're just such effective ways to play, and it helps me learn so much because those are what the professionals are doing. And so if I can mirror what those professionals are doing or try and put it into my style of play, then it helps me improve so much, because you're watching people play at a professional level and then applying it to your level of play, and that helps you get higher up in the skill level. Now, another way to improve is just to watch videos like this one right now, which is telling you how to improve in the game fundamentally, like when somebody puts how to get more kills, or how to improve your KD, or how to have better accuracy, or how to play mute. Watch those kind of videos, because those will help you learn as well. And they're also shorter, so you don't have to commit as much time as doing a Pro League match, but it'll allow you to learn from those YouTube videos. And I'll also be leaving another link down in the description to people who I find useful while watching or trying to improve in Rainbow Six Siege. Now, the third best way to eat, breathe, and sleep Rainbow Six Siege is by watching streamers who either compete competitively or just are really good at the game, and I'm going to be listing the top 5 streamers, or my favorite streamers to watch to improve in Rainbow Six. Now, Shorty Guy is one of the best players I've ever seen, and also he is extremely funny and all around just a good player to watch. And you can tell from this clip he knows how to play the game, and he's very good at it. So if you want to improve in Rainbow Six, watch Shorty Guy.
One was yellow stairs, one was upper.
I couldn't even see him. What the fuck? Okay.
From this clip, you can see that King George TV is an amazing player, and you can learn so much from watching him play. And this is when the game first came out, as you can see from the video. That's a very old map, and so he has been a professional player for Rainbow Six Siege, or a very high school player since this game has come out, so you can learn a lot from watching him play. Macy J is easily one of the best Rainbow Six Siege players, and easily one of the funniest players I've ever seen. If you're looking for a more enjoyable experience watching him be better at the game, then I would watch Macy J. He's personally my favorite streamer. I watch him a lot, and if you want to improve, I would watch him. He's been here basically since day one, and he has always been one of the best and the funniest guys. Watch him.
Bet she didn't see that coming.
Closing a frag. Tossing EMP ready. 4 remaining.
Fuck the frost mats.
Number 2 is Kanto
Wondering if
Arcadi.
Kanto can go
Actually,
for a
his
clutch, he'll
next
tear
spots
through the
are
self-destructibility.
both
Bobby
players on
even
GT
things out.
Esports.
And now the
they're,
era of Kanto
in
is
my
down.
opinion,
He'll take
the best
one out.
players.
What a
Kanto
clutch,
Arcadi
Kanto!
and
Kanto Arcadi, the first kill
favorite
of this
players
series, the
of all
second
time.
kill of this series, the
Especially
third
Kanto Arcadi,
kill
but
of
Pengu
this
is
Get
a
pushed by
series.
Kamikaze. Is he going to be able to get him? That's the fourth kill for Kanto.
4v2 advantage, of course, here for Fnatic, but the headshot's been found. Lusty will get dropped. Flashbang thrown
Have
in,
a
though,
huge man
from
crush on him because
top
he's so awesome.
up here into the path. Kanto Arcadi low on health, but aces. Is he finally going to get dropped? Does he find the head in the back of the Maestro? Damage shot! Kanto Arcadi, he threats!
Now, this last player is completely my opinion, but in my opinion, the best player to watch for esports is Pengu, and I would say Kanto Arcadi because he's personally my favorite player, and he gets so many kills, and he's such a phenomenal player, and I have a total man crush on him. But Pengu is he's better for improving in the game because he streams more consistently, and he's all around an amazing player and with an amazing story, and I would totally recommend watching him. He's an amazing professional player, and he's funny, he's a really good streamer and a good guy, and I so much enjoy watching him, and he's one of my favorite players along with Kanto Arcadi.
Drop down, drop down, drop down, drop down.
Whoa! Let's fucking go! Well played, Niklas!
Now, all of these tips allow you to have a better game sense, allow to see from the professionals, and allow you to eat, sleep, and breathe Rainbow Six Siege. Now, these next tips, these are specifically for console players, by the way, the next ones I'm going to be talking about, but these are the ones that will specifically help you with your aim, be able to get more headshots, be able to kill people faster, quicker, and just better and more efficiently, and be a better teammate and a better top fragger, I guess. You can help get yourself the most kills. Now, for my first tip regarding improving your aim is getting control freaks. I've had control freaks for about 2 months now, and my gameplay has improved vastly. I went to about 45 aim down sights sensitivity to 100 sensitivity, and my aim is so much better, and I'll show them right now. They are the best thing I've ever bought when I've played video games, and especially Rainbow Six Siege. My aim is quicker, it's better, I get headshots more, I kill more people. This is the best thing to buy if you're playing this. This is not a promotion or anything, but if you truly want to improve on console, you need control freaks because they will help you so much. You almost need them to excel in this game or even do slightly well. Now, the best way to improve your aim overall in Rainbow Six Siege is doing terrorist hunt, and a lot of people view terrorist hunt as really stupid and you shouldn't do it, but if you do it a lot, it can help you so much, because the reason why casual doesn't help as much is because at most you could get like 3 or 4 kills, and that's, I mean, you're not going in a constant gunfight, where in terrorist hunt you're going in a constant gunfight for five minutes, and that's 22 kills if you do terrorist hunt classic, and I'll be showing the best settings to do that in just a sec. Terrorist hunt allows you to have constant gunfights, and they allow you to work on your headshots and recoil control, and if you can get down your recoil control, then you can do amazingly well, especially on console. And with these control freaks, if you can learn the recoil control for, say, Ashe, you'll be able to kill so many more people because you'll have had so much more practice with her. And some people who only play casual, yeah, they might have a lot of game sense, but their overall aim won't improve because they're not in those constant gunfights, so they can't see what they're messing up on. So when you're in terrorist hunt, you can pinpoint what you're doing wrong. So for me, it was my recoil control, but now I've learned the recoil control for the specified characters I want to use, so then I can kill more people or get more headshots in casual and ranked. Terrorist hunt also allows you to improve your game knowledge, and if you do this correctly, you can learn the maps that you play very effectively, and you can know them more than other players. So you can know, say perchance in Pro League, they blow up floors or ceilings a lot above players, so that way they know to cut off rotations. And if you can cut off rotations, or if you can find the rotations you can cut off in terrorist hunt, then boom, the whole game is completely changed. But when you play terrorist hunt, I don't want you to drone, I don't want you to be cautious, I don't want you to be careful, I just want you to get headshots, because if you get headshots, it helps you go in game. It helps you in ranked game modes be able to get more headshots when you play, because if you get more headshots, then that's an instant kill. And if you can get headshots for every shot you take, then every person you go against is going to instantly die. But that means you have to be moving quick as well, because you don't want them to headshot you, so you're going to be working on moving fast and getting quick headshots. And my last tip is, you need to know different strats. A lot of players, they will base how they are playing defense or offense about other common strats that they see when they are playing offense or defense. So you want to try something uncommon that I don't see a lot. You want to try new things. You might want to go in, I know this sounds like a lot of work, but if you truly want to improve, you have to go in custom games, you have to go and mess around, and you have to go shoot a wall or shoot a ceiling and be like, can I get kills from here? Is this a good angle to peek from? Is this a good pixel angle to peek from? Can I kill people from this drone hole? Is this a good spot for my drone to get good intel for my team? Is this a good Valkyrie cam? Is this a good Echo cam spot? You have to think of things like that, so that way you can improve against other players, because you'll be doing something that other players don't do as often. So then in that way you'll be winning more because they won't know how to combat it. I'm now just going to recap every tip I said. First of all, you need to eat, breathe, and sleep Rainbow Six Siege. Now, this comes in a lot of different ways, but the best one is by watching streamers who are better than you and watching how they play and basing your gameplay off of theirs to improve, because they are the best of the best. So you can use the strats used by the best of the best, then you will then become the best of the best. Now you also need to play Terrorist Hunt, because Terrorist Hunt will allow you to use those strats in Terrorist Hunts that you found from those pro players, and that'll allow you to improve because you're getting practice in your aim as well as your strats that you found from those pro players. And you need to go into custom games or just go into Terrorist Hunt and find uncommon strats that you can use, and you can be able to have a higher win percentage because people don't see that as much. And if you're using things that people find predictable, then you're not going to win as much because people know how to counter that. So if you do something uncommon, then there you go. I want to thank every single one of you who watched this. I spent a very long time getting this put together, and I really hope all of you guys enjoyed. And if you have any criticism to give me, then tell me. If you think this video sucked, tell me why it sucked, because that would be really helpful. And have a good day.
She stands there singing home.